Last night, the Aurora Theater presented its new musical, A Catered Affair, with a very special guest. I'm Rachel Garrett for GBC News, and John Bucchino composed the music and was here for the show's regional premiere. This is the first time the show has played anywhere since its run on Broadway.
Because it's what they want, and there are other complications. There's a friend who's getting married with a baby in a car and a U-Haul full of furniture and West Coast relations.
Harvey Fierstein wrote the book that A Catered Affair, the musical, is based on. Fierstein approached a reluctant John Bucchino to write the music for the show. Bucchino told the story of how he was convinced in a question and answer session after the show.
We were sitting on his fabulous couch in his fabulous living room, overlooking his fabulous swimming pool and not another house in sight, the rolling hills of Connecticut. And sitting there, and he was like, "So?" and I was like, "Yeah," I was still waffling, and he said, "Listen, Cookie, Lacage bought me this house. What are you gonna retire on?" And I said, "I'll do it."
Bucchino says the words usually come before the music, but he does not read music. However, he is very particular about every note in his composition. He describes a process he uses to write.
Luckily, technology caught up with me, and now I can play them in. I play them into my computer in one form, and then I send them to a friend of mine that I've worked with for almost 15 years, who puts them into a written form from exactly what I play. It's a complicated process.
Bucchino says what he loves most about the show is that its theme and characters are universal.
When the show was running on Broadway, people would come up to me and they would say, "Well, I'm not Irish, and it's about an Irish family." And they would say, "Well, I'm Jewish, but that's my family up there." And somebody else would come up to me and say, "Well, I'm Italian, but that's my family up there." You know, in fact, my parents were Italian. And when they came to see the show, my mom said, I know those people.
Director Freddie Ashley was nervous, as he always is on opening night, but felt proud of his capable cast.
I'm always nervous on opening night because, you know, some people say it's like delivering a baby, but I think it really feels more like sending your child off to college, because my job now is done as of opening night as director. But to have the composer here is pretty intimidating, but it's also exciting.
Cast member Glenn Rainey echoes Ashley's sentiment about being nervous and excited with Bucchino in the audience. Rainey shared the positives of meeting other composers of shows he's worked on, such as Tim Rice and Alan Menken.
It's interesting hearing from them how they came about coming up with the idea for the songs in the show, the lyrics, so yeah, the whole creative process.
Bucchino complimented the cast on its ability to fully direct his attention away from the original Broadway cast.
I let go of the Broadway production completely and just embraced and was completely sucked into this one. That's extraordinary. So thank you so much for letting me know that the show can live, you know, have a life beyond Broadway.
And open up your
right now.
A Catered Affair ran on Broadway for about 4 months and was nominated for 1 Tony Award in 2008. It will be here at the Aurora Theater in Lawrenceville through March 28th. For GBC News, I'm Rachel Garrett.